the terms. I don't know.
Yeah, time. I think you will. Yeah. Yeah.
Some that get used a lot.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you remember some very, Nathan?
Very.
He knows a lot. You're saying all these polyterms, and like, oh, you got a good memory. I'm like, I can't remember the whole list. Going like, oh, good for you.
Yeah. Cleans up next level. We should another row because we had a lot last week.
Right?
No, I don't have comfort bus.
Anyone like to light a candle? Yes. Come. Anyone else would like to bring light? One more candle.
Yes, only the video. Just this.
Sadhu, sadhu, Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Anatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinnadana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kamesu vichachara veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musavada veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Suramiraya majja pamadanthana veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I want to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I want to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vinjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussanang buddho bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swankhato bhagavata dhammo sandintiko akaliko ehi pansiko opanayiko pancattam veditabbo vinyo iti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samiti patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yugani Anta purisa punggala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo Dakkineyo anjali karaniyo Anuntaram punyak kirtan lokasnsati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ganasarampadittena Dipena tamadhansina Tiloka dipang sambuddhang Pujayami tamunudang. Offering of incense. Gandha sambhara yuttena dhupenaham sugandhina pujaye pujaniyam tam puja bhajana muttamam. Offering of flowers. Vannagandha gunopena
tang etang kusuma santatin pujayami muning dasya siripada saroruhe pujemi buddhang kusumena nena punyena metena labami mokkang pumpang milayati yatha idam me kayo tatayati vinasa bhavan.
Offering of water.
Adivasetu no bhante paniyang parikampitang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama.
Offering of drinks.
Adivasetu no bhante gilane pancayang imang anukampang upadaya patigan hatu uttama.
Worship of shrines.
Vandami cetiyang sabbang sabbhatani supatitthitang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddha rupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
Iccheva manchang namaste niyang namaste mano ratenante punyami sandang vipulang alantang tansanu bhavena hatante rayo
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made Adi. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind-made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, and benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy functions in the world like the linchpin in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removed the dust from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened, and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Okay, let us together practice meditation. Let us take a moment to reflect on this moment and appreciate the moment that we all have got to dedicate fully to this wholesome practice. And this is a precious moment in our life that we get a chance to look at our own mind and take care of our mind and to train our mind. This is the best thing that we can do to ourselves, to train and take care of our mind. That will enable us to help so many other beings. So take a moment to rejoice this moment and rejoice your effort and decision to come here tonight. And appreciate this opportunity, appreciate these supporting conditions that will help us to calm our mind and train our mind. With that appreciation, let us make a determination that we will engage in this practice wholeheartedly. We will make use of these conditions and we will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With this determination, let us now listen to the sound of the bell and the chant to further help us to settle into this moment. We can feel our body. We can come to this moment by observing our own body, any sensations of touch, warmth in our body. Try to feel all of them. And throughout the bell and the chant, stay within your body. Feel your body. In this moment, we will allow our whole body to fully relax. This is a good time to allow this body to loosen all the muscles and to fully relax. We are all sitting in a very safe place, in a friendly place. So we can let go of all the concerns and we can allow our whole body to relax and loosen up. If you feel any tightness or any tension in any parts of the body, bring your close attention to that area where you feel some stiffness, some tightness. Bring your close attention to that area. While we are paying attention to that area, you can take a deep, slow, long in-breath. And when you breathe out slowly, allow that area to loosen up, open up, and relax. Let us take such few long, deep in-breaths to loosen up this whole body. Each out-breath, we allow our whole body to relax, to with this relaxed body. Let us now bring our whole attention to our mind itself. And we simply watch. How is our mind now? Closely watch. What are the thoughts or memories that are coming to the mind now? Whatever the thoughts it may be, whatever the memories they may be, we will simply notice them and simply watch them without developing any thought further. We can keep watching any thought or memory that may come to our mind, one after the other. Without attending or developing any random thought, we simply keep watching them. This is the nature of the mind. Various thoughts, memories keep surfacing. But right now, let us now purposely try to generate a wholesome thought, one of the most wholesome thoughts that we can ever generate. Loving kindness, genuine wish of well-being, goodwill towards all beings, willingness for everyone to be well, friendliness towards all beings. Let us try to generate this wholesome thought right now. We all have this inner capacity. Let us open our mind right now. We will let go of all the other thoughts. We've simply opened up our mind and generate this willingness for everyone to be well, including ourselves. We don't want anyone to get into trouble. We just want everyone to be well, to be fine. Just bring out that wholesome thought. We will cultivate this wholesome thought by directing this wish to ourselves and to all other people around us. We will keep wishing this well-being again and again. The more wishes we make, the stronger our loving kindness becomes in our mind. Let us cultivate this wholesome thought, wholesome quality, by repeating these wishes to all different kinds of people and beings, starting with ourselves. Let us direct this wholesome wish to the person sitting here, to our own body and mind. Feel your presence again. Feel how you are sitting here. And let us radiate this wholesome wish of well-being, safety to ourselves, to this being here. Repeat these wishes. May this person sitting here be well, be safe, be strong, be healthy, be peaceful. May I be well, be healthy, be strong, be peaceful. Let us direct this loving kindness to different parts of our body, allowing our wholesome thought, wholesome intention to heal our body. We will bring this loving kindness attention to different parts of the body, wishing each part well-being, healing. Feel your lungs when you breathe in and generate, let us direct this loving kindness to these lungs, the whole respiratory system. Be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, the cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digestive system, all the organs throughout this digestive system stomach, liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digestive system be well, be healthy, be healed. May these kidneys, the whole genitourinary system be well, Be healthy. Be healed. May this nervous system, spinal cord, the whole nervous system, the whole brain, be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole body, from the top of the head all the way to the tips of the toes, be well, be healthy, be healed. Allow this loving kindness to envelop your whole body, wishing well-being to each part of the body with deep gratitude. Let us now radiate this loving kindness beyond ourselves to all other people. May all close circle of people in our life, may all the beloved family members, good friends, may they all be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people sitting with us right now and all these beloved spiritual friends, let us radiate this loving kindness to one another. May all these spiritual friends practicing here be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us keep radiating this loving kindness to all directions, wishing everyone living in all directions. May all people living in the direction of our front, whoever the people in that direction, near and far, be well, be safe, Be healthy. Be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our right, may all of them living in that direction, in all the faraway places, in this direction, may all of them be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our back, whoever the people living in this direction, in near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our left, whoever the living beings in this direction living right now, be well, be healthy, be peaceful. May all living beings living everywhere, may all other living beings living with us share in the same space with us. May all animals, big and small, all creatures living everywhere, may they all be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all living beings, whatever life form there may be, each and every living organism in this entire universe, without exception, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. Let us abide in this loving kindness. The genuine wish pervade into every direction, embracing all living beings with our open heart, the goodwill towards all living beings. Having this loving kindness, let us now gently deepen our calmness by gently bring our attention to our breath. And closely watching exactly how the breath is happening right now. Noticing the in-breath moving through the nostrils, giving cooling sensations in the nose. And notice the out-breath. They are coming out through the nostrils and touching the upper lips. Notice they are moving through and energizing the body with the in-breath. And notice they are coming out and relaxing the body. This is happening every moment. Let us bring our close attention to this beautiful process of life. Breath is the most important vital function in our life. Let us be with it with deep respect and rest our mind on this experience of breathing. As a way to anchor our attention on the breath, you can start a gentle counting. Let the air comes in, fill your lungs, and let the air goes out as naturally as it can. When all the air is out, both in-breath and out-breath count as one. And wait for the next breath to in-breath to occur. Wait for it, and let the air goes out completely. And then you count 2. So in that way, let us try to count all the way to 10. Most of the time, we will not be able to reach 10. We'll have other thoughts, other memories coming. But at least try to count all the way to 10 at least once. Whenever you can count without disruption all the way to 10, then you can let go of the counting and just be with the breath. For next few minutes, mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Try to reach the 10th round of the breath without disruption of the attention. Once you reach that, you can let go and then be with the breath. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. kapatacha nidukha bhayapatantacha nibbhaya sukhapatantacha nisukha hontu sabbepi panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation. Let us deeply feel grateful to all great teachers, the enlightened masters in the past, who transmitted these teachings from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who helped you practice tonight, anyone who helped you to come here, and anyone who arranged and cleaned this place for us to meditate. Let us feel grateful to all the guidance and instructions, and even feel grateful to these non-living things, including this cushion, this chair, this bell, and everything. With deep gratitude, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. I hope that we all had a fruitful practice. We always say fruitful, not necessarily good. Even if it is not good, it still can be fruitful. Okay. So it is so nice to be back and to sit with you. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad that, you have been taken care of well, by Bhante Padmasiri and Bhante Kamalasiri here. So I deeply, appreciate. I'm so grateful to both of them for, taking care of all the programs. Yeah. So you were taken care of well, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So you were looking at me from here or there when I joined?
Both.
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 Yeah.
I double jumped.
Yeah. Well, I could not join during the last 2 weeks, right, Bante? So I was actually traveling. I was on a pilgrimage in India, visiting important places related to the lives of the Buddha with a group of friends from Malaysia. So Bante, I thought I will share some of my experience in the pilgrimage, something that we can think. And so during my pilgrimage, I visited a number of places, but the places that related to the life of the Buddha, mainly I visited where Buddha attained enlightenment. So that place is called Bodh Gaya, and it is actually a river bank, not really bank, but close to a river. But there was not much water there now, but it's still very, very wide river, very wide river. And then the Bodhi tree is still there, but not the original tree. I heard that it's a 5th generation of the tree is there with a nice stupa, building. And now it has become a place of of gathering of Buddhist groups of all different areas. So I really wanted to go and meditate under that Bodhi tree. That all this 5th generation is something very special, right? So when I close my eyes, I hear Tibetan chant from this side. I hear a Vietnamese chant from this side. I hear Thai chanting from the back. And all different people from all, and sometimes Burmese are chanting on faraway places. And recently, it's so interesting. So I was so glad to hear there was an English chant by some Buddhist nuns. I could not talk to them because they were chanting maybe from here or from Europe, but they were really chanting in English in a very systematic way. They were really reading the Heart Sutra. So I was so it's a different kind of meditation there. But anyway, so that's the where Buddha attained his enlightenment. It's still that place is well preserved, and still many every day thousands of people are there. But one day we went early in the morning to escape the crowd, but it's still people are there.
It's never empty, I think. And
Yeah.
even at 3 a.m.
It's still there.
Yeah, it's still there.
It's
Yes.
still- yeah, you were there.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Yes, such a beautiful place. And so that's one place, and the other place I visited is where Buddha is Saranath, where Buddha gave his first sermon. Buddha, gave his first teachings to his 5 friends. So that's the other place. And then, of course, there were many other places I visited, including the Vultures Peak. Vultures Peak, the mountain top, where Buddha gave a number of discourses. But these 2 places, where Buddha attained his enlightenment and where Buddha gave his first sermon, are the 2 of 4 places that Buddha himself have recommended for people to visit. Can you guess 2 other places that Buddha recommended us to visit? I visited where he got enlightened and where he gave his first teachings. What could be the 2 other places that he might have recommended for us to visit?
Where he died.
Yeah, the place where he passed away. And
I was going to say that.
okay, yeah.
And his birth?
Yes, where he was he was born. Actually, Buddha has in the last sermon of the Buddha. The last sermon of the Buddha is called the Sutra of the Parinirvana, and it's a long sutra, right? Bhante is, it's a kind of sutra, the teaching given by the Buddha over 3 months period, and it has been recorded as one single sutra. It's a long sutra. There are so many things in that sutra, so many important things, including, how to distinguish what is, the teachings of the Buddha, what is not the teachings of the Buddha. He has also given that guidelines. But anyway, in that sutra, a Venerable Ananda, who was the personal attendant of the Buddha at that time, asked a very important question, because 3 months ago, Buddha announced that he is going to pass away. How wonderful if we can know 3 months in advance that we are going to die. Right? So, in the case of the Buddha, Buddha renounced his what we call about this kind of urge to live. He renounced his, he has done his mission. Like he has already, many people already got enlightened, and he's given the path, and there's a community of disciples. So he announced, after he renounced his maybe will to live, maybe, and then he announced that I will pass away in 3 months. So everybody knew that he's going to pass away. So the Venerable Ananda asked this question, after every end of every rainy retreat, the rain retreat, right? So in July to October, at the end of every rainy retreat, the monks will come to see you. And after the end of the retreat, they will come and they will report, their practice, and then after you are gone, we can get together. It's more like, after every 3 months, there's a kind of, getting together. So we can go. Then Buddha said that I recommend the practitioners to visit 4 places in my absence. 4 places. That is the 4 places are the place of my birth, and place of my enlightenment, and place of my giving the first sermon, and place of my death. This is the place is going to die. So those 4 places I recommend as places that one should visit. But he explained why he recommends. It's not a requirement, in Buddhist, tradition. It's not required anyone to visit those places. But it's he's just given this idea that he recommend to visit those places, but with explaining a very important thing. He said that once you visit these places, and when you remember that, this is the place that Buddha got enlightened, and this is the place that Buddha gave his first teaching. When you think about it, and Buddha said you can develop a special state of the mind, and he used the term pasada chitta. Chitta is the mind. So pasada chitta or pasanna chitta. And I have been discussing with Bhante Padmasari, how we can explain in English this state of the mind. And Buddha said, when you visit such places, these is only 4, but there can be other places. There are some places, when you visit those places, you can generate this special state of the mind, which can be translated as brightened mind, brightened state of the mind. The term pasada has the meaning of bright, purified, gladdened, and pleased.
So what's the difference between that and
Gladdened?
enlightenment? The difference between that and
Glad and enlightenment, between these 2 things. Glad and enlightenment.
Enlightenment is the complete transformation. Yeah, but this is like a temporary mental state. This temporary mental state you will experience when you visit such a place. It's a mental state. It's not it isn't that anybody will get enlightened. I should be enlightened right now. So we will develop a gladdened mind, or a brightened mind, or purified mind. So those are the translation we can give. So So that is why he recommended people to visit those places. But then Buddha also said that in the same sutra, that one can also generate such a mind when you visit, when you encounter, when you visit a stupa. Does anybody know what is a stupa? Yes, can you explain a little bit?
Well, kind of shaped like this. That's what mine
Yeah. Okay. So stupa is a monument. Yeah. But I'm asking is not only the shape, but what is it? What can be a stupa? Definitely a monument.
Anything enshrined there.
Yes, a stupa is a monument where you enshrine the relics of the Buddha. Relics means in physical remains of the Buddha. And then later it can be not only the physical body of the Buddha, we call the body of the Dharma. That means, the important teachings of the Buddha are inscribed on thin layers of metal, and you enshrine them also as kind of relics. So those stupas are also seen as explained by the Buddha as places we can visit and generate a brightened mind. It's more like uplifting kind of mind, and also purified mind. When you visit such places, your mind is purified, your mind is uplifted, your mind is brightened. So that is the reason that is recommending people to visit those 4 places plus any stupa, any such monument.
I think the person who visits these places or holy places can sense the vibration of these people there. So he will be merged with this sense of vibrational communication with that person, as if he's there.
Exactly. That's the feeling actually we get, when we visited those places. And so we went few times to that, the temple, the place where Buddha had in life. And so and one time we went there in the night. We went in the morning, we went in the day, we went in the night also. And in that night it was a little peaceful, and we, as a group, we were meditating. It was a really profound meditation. And of course, everybody there is like, prostrating, chanting, meditating. It's a whole different vibe, a whole different vibration, definitely. And you feel different when you are there. And when I visited the place where he gave his first sermon, I chanted that sermon because we chant that sermon. So I chanted that sermon right there in that spot. So while I was chanting, I will having this group, what you call goosebumps. So this is where Buddha should have been uttered these very words. When it's a few centuries, 2 millennium ago.
Do they give sacrifice or something, like slaughter animals, or they give gift or something?
Buddha was against that. That's and he
Our religion will do
no,
that.
of course, but we offer flowers. We offer flowers. Yeah. And on the Bodh Gaya we offer milk rice too, because Buddha had milk rice just before he got enlightened. So, but I think the topic that I would like to talk, and again, one more thing, I also went to a museum in New Delhi, the capital city museum. In that museum, they have relics that they unearthed from a place that is, that happened in 1850s. In 1850s, they discover a mound in the border of Nepal and India. They discovered a mound, and they were, so there was a British officer there, and he wanted to dig it out, and then he get the support from the locals, and then actually later came to be, actually that mound was actually stupa, stupa called Piprava stupa. That was the stupa built by Buddha's own relatives, his own clan, his royal family, and they found a very important urn, in that stupa, with inscription around it. So I think in one of my classes I have shown the photos of that urn. Like it is a stone urn with inscription. So the scholars took a few years to decipher that inscription, and they realized that it's written in a Brahmi script, but in language is the local dialect. And after a few years of attempt, they were able to read it, and it's the account that inscription. It says that here lies the relics owned by the Sakyan family. Sakyan family is the Sakya is the Buddha's royal family. It may be related to the history that we know that after Buddha's passing away, and so many people, not people, but so many rulers of different regions came to ask for the relics of the Buddha, and they all want it. So there was one mediator decided that I'm going to distribute a share of relics to each different kingdoms, so that person distributed each kingdom. So the Sakyan kingdom also came to get the relics. So this could have been the relics that got by royal, that kingdom, that the Buddha's own relatives. So this could have been those relics. So in the Delhi Museum, you have this urn that I have been shown to everyone with the photos, but I could see the real urn there. I was trying to read the same inscription. And they also have the relics in a different place for exhibition. So all other places, people go through the museum, they see the all the statues, what they discovered, stones and everything. People talking and discussing and taking photos. But somehow when people come to that place where the relics are kept, everyone gets silent. Everyone is stopped talking. And everyone is stunned, like a silent, and everyone was slowly moving. It's not a temple, but it's a museum. So controlled by the archaeologist, and it's not kept like a temple, but it's still they display it in a very beautiful way. But it was so amazing how people react and respond, how the kind of energy you're talking about, how it changed the people when they enter that chamber, that area. And I was so pleased to see that. So again, I remember that Buddha has said that when you visit a stupa or maybe relics, you develop this state of the mind, which is brightened mind or purified mind, gladdened mind.
It's talking about your trip. It's different if you have a video and you can see it all on the TV.
I can.
Did you make a video?
I was busy of experiencing it, not taking photos. But I have few photos. Maybe I will create a video, a slideshow
Okay.
with photos,
Okay.
and maybe I'll prepare something for next week. There's so many beautiful photos, because other people took photos and we all shared photos. I can show you all these beautiful places. Yeah. But anyway, the question that I was thinking that we can discuss is that in all the guidance we find in Buddha's teaching mainly is encouraging us to train our mind, to purify our mind and train our mind, and then create a purified, wholesome mind, irrespective of the environment that we are in. So that is the main teaching, right? So like train our mind, no matter wherever you are, you develop the skills that you generate this wholesome state of the mind. Even someone honked behind you, you generate loving kindness. May he be well, may he find his destination well. Right. So that is the training that we should be able to switch or maybe keep our mind or generate this wholesome state of the mind, irrespective of the environment. That's the main teaching. But at the same time, Buddha has not denied the impact of the environment. The guidance is to make sure that you train your mind no matter what is around you. You keep your mind safe and wholesome. But there is an influence coming from the environment too. So therefore, there are some places, some sites that may be conducive for us to train our mind, to keep our mind bright and purified. Like when you come to this room. Yes, yeah. So it's interesting thing, right, Bante?
Yeah.
So see, always when Buddha give the teachings, he will say that okay, you should train your mind no matter where you are. You could be in the market, but still you should be able to keep your mind focused or trained or wholesome. But at the same time, we find these teachings that Buddha admit and explain that there's an impact of the environment. So how we can utilize this in our own practice.
Did you do the tour on your own, or you are
With a
sent
group.
by the?
No, actually,
groups.
actually, this is an organized pilgrimage, organized by a temple in Malaysia. I was the kind of tour leader.
Spiritual.
Spiritual leader. Yeah, there's other person who arrange all the logistics and everything. I'm there to conduct meditation and explain and give teachings every places.
So how many people like you? Why you have to go from here to India to Malaysia, maybe to China? Are you the only one?
Why you, Bante?
Yeah. I was in Singapore and Malaysia before I came here. And both Bante and myself, we studied in Singapore and we developed connection. And I conduct a meditation retreat, 2 days meditation retreat in Malaysia. There were 140 people in the retreat. Yeah. So.
Again, Bante was giving them Dhamma sermon.
Oh yeah, I was giving talks too. Yeah. So every year I visit. So there are followers.
Actually, it is not. I think Bante himself, for
Yeah,
example,
many,
if we think like Bante Ji, Bante Ji, the meditation master, he was there in that temple, and therefore people, he is now young and he can go right with them, and therefore they get the help of different monks for different things.
Yes.
And I have been going to that temple and giving Dhamma sermon for 1 month, and now there are a set of monks doing there. Likewise,
They
he
invite
also
him.
going there, and
Yeah.
therefore I think they have different programs, and they say like, okay, this one is best for this program.
Yeah.
Bante may be the best choice for this program for the pilgrimage
Pilgrimage.
and the meditation and the kind of careful things doing, right? I think that's very right.
So they invited me. So I had the job, role to explain and conduct meditation and lead the chanting, everything. But they took care of me.
Like English, or what? You go to Malaysia, to India, to Sri Lanka. What language you speak?
Of course, in Sri Lanka, I will speak my own mother tongue, but in all other places, English.
English.
Yeah, English.
I think when you were discussing around this idea called
Like
pasad,
Yeah.
or like upliftment, I think that another important point is that that when Buddha was referring to the eye, and there's a Pali word called chakku pasada,
Oh,
right?
chakku,
That is
yeah.
about the faculty, right?
Yeah, faculty. There.
On the other hand, historically speaking, we can say like Buddha also was going around the different pagodas and pay rest. That means a kind of paying respect to the historical pagoda with other monks, then it has become a part of the Buddha's,
Yeah.
annual traveling.
Yes.
And that is one example. On the other hand, I think like this pasada is a kind of thing like we are supposed to go and reflect the teaching given by the Buddha and the learning that we have done,
Mm.
in that particular place, right? And we know something,
Or we reflect our own
reflecting
practice.
our
yeah.
practice and the
And also
teaching given by
teachings.
him. That means then we feel a kind of physical relationship to our psychological training, right? That also may be one important thing. And therefore, Pasad is like that's something that happened when I go there and again experience it, the material culture as well as my experience, right?
Yeah.
I think that is how one aspect of that.
Exactly, Bandi. Yeah. And because these places have been visited by, millions and millions of, fellow practitioners. And so they have like exhibited their, appreciation by building so many, so things, as you mentioned, Bandi, materially, when you go to Bodh Gaya, that, whole stupa and then so many things that people have brought there. So that shows that it's not only actually the Buddha, there are also like millions of practitioners have come there and have meditated there, have chanted there for more than 2 millennium. So it has definitely become a right, center of energy. Yeah, very strong energy.
How did you manage your food and lodging?
During the pilgrimage, so it's all
Yeah.
arranged. It's all, because I went there with 35 people, so it's all arranged.
Big feasts.
No, some days we have to eat, while we are traveling in the bus, because it's a long travel. You have to long travel from one place to another. Yeah. Any other thoughts about this? The impact that the environment is doing to our mind, and also our ability to train our mind to keep it wholesome, irrespective of the environment. Maybe we can, whenever we are in a negative environment that is not conducive to keep our mind, calm or keep our mind pure, those places we have to switch on our training. Okay, now I'm going to go there, so let me take a breath and let me have this mindfulness, and let me watch my mind. So you have your guards on. Right? But when you come to a spiritual wholesome place, you put your guards down and you become just open to the experience. Experience that place, that energy and vibration of the place is giving. Right. Yeah.
There any trouble from authority?
Yeah.
The authority of any government restriction on your movement or something?
Of course, we had to pass immigration. Whenever we travel any country, sometimes they ask questions. But I think they know that I'm a frequent traveler. They have, so it's not a big problem. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, when you say you have to put our guards on, and I usually try to do that, especially with my tongue, so I don't like be unkind with my words.
Okay.
But also, like sometimes I'm told like, no, I have to also practice to let go, right? So like, how can I combine the state of letting go and just being me and present and allowing myself to make maybe mistakes at the same time of having guards up? Because they could be they could be contradicting to just be state of letting go and blah blah blah.
Actually, the status of letting go is explained in Buddhism, not in the sense. And of course, there should be moments that our guards are on, and there should be moments that we are relaxed and open. But the practice of letting go is not letting go of the practice or training. It's not letting go of the mindfulness. The practice of letting go of the grasping. And so we try to let go of our grasping, our or sense of owning, or sense of control. That is what we need to let go. But there's no recommendation to let go of the mindfulness at any time. But of course, as you mentioned, I think there are tense moments. Maybe there are certain environments that we have to have our guards on. I think Buddha has given in the deeper practice. Actually, we have to. Those places we just have a strong sense of mindfulness to prevent ourselves from getting hurting others and getting into trouble. But I think when you think about the defilements, or maybe cravings or anger that may arise in our mind, Buddha has guided us to train our mindfulness that we are always watching. Our mind is not only the tongue but also the mind. Whenever we see things, smell things, taste things, there are pleasant objects, there are unpleasant objects. When we experience pleasant objects, we develop wanting it more and developing craving and then fantasizing it. When we see an unpleasant object, we hate it, we want to destroy it, we run away from it, and we develop again another story of it. So then we develop more what we call pollutants or defilements in the mind. So therefore Buddha has said that whenever we are living in the world, try to maintain very strong mindfulness, that you see a pleasant thing, you notice it, you experience it, but don't try to go yet and develop craving for it. And that craving happens when we are not mindful. Even resentment happens when we are experiencing unpleasant thing, when we have no mindfulness. So Buddha said that we can live in the world without getting into agitations and defilements if we have a strong mindfulness. So
Live in the world but be not a part of it. Reminds me of a Christian saying, live in the world but be not a part of it.
Great. Yeah, like a lotus. Okay. Thank you very much for your sharing and for your contributions. And if you're more interested, I can continue the pilgrimage report next week too. So with that, let us move to the other part of the program. So turn to page number 14. And it is time for us to take a moment and then share all the good energy, good merits we generated here with all others. By coming to this practice today and engaging in this wholesome meditation, chanting, and discussion, we have generated a lot of good karma, good merits in our heart. Let us now share these merits with everyone else. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed ancestors, our family members, relatives, who did so many sacrifices for us. Let us feel grateful towards them and share these merits with them. May they all share these merits. May they all be well, happy, and peaceful. Idang mi ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātīnaṃ hotu sukhitā hontu ñātayo. Let's also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any living being in this world who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share these merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ca amhi sambhataṃ puñya sampadaṃ sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattā anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. wish for the well-being in the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. Now we will do our blessing chant, wishing you all good health, peace, and happiness. We are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra, given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We will chant the same sutra for you, wishing you good health, strength, and courage to overcome difficulties in your life, wishing you more mindfulness and wisdom to overcome all the challenges, and wishing you peace and happiness. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends, whoever needs some help. Recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamicca sakko jocha sojocha suachocha mudu anatimani santos sakocha subharocha ampakincho salahukavunti sangtrindriyocha nipakocha ampagam Kulesu ananugindo nacha kundam samachare kinchena vinyo pare upavadeyum sukino vakemino hontu sabbe santa bhavantu sukitanta eke cipana bhutat Tasavatarava anavasesadighavaye mahanta majjimarasnsakanuktula dittavayeva additta Ye ca dure vasanti avidure bhutava sangvavesi sabbe santa bhavantu sukitantana paro parang nikumbet Nati manyet kanta chinam kanche vyarosana patika sanyananya manyassadunga minche matayatani puntang ayusa eka puntamanurag Evam pisambha bhutesu manasang bhavaye aparimanang met
තං ච සබ්බ ලෝකස්මින් මානසං භාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියං අසංබාධං අවේරං අසපත්තං තිත්තං චරං නිසින්නෝ සයානෝ වායාව තස්ස විගත මිද්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේ බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දිට්ඨිං ච අනුපගම්ම සීල දස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනය්‍යගේ නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙයං පුනරේති තේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්ති තේ හෝතු සම්පදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සබ්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවත්වන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ.
Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you did during your past few days. Recall an act, at least a simple act of kindness, help you did for someone. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to others. On this day or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and then merits that come from them help me in free my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness or help we receive from others during our past few days. Recall a moment as someone gave their attention to you, someone cared for you, someone helped you. Try to recall an actual incident. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, so nice to have you tonight. There's an announcement. This Sunday is our March monthly gathering. Every month we gather and we share food, so there will be potluck lunch. And if you like to enjoy some meals, so please plan to come on this Sunday at 11 o'clock. We'll do our chanting, and you will offer the lunch for monks, and then we'll have potluck lunch. And after that evening, after 1:30, we'll have a talk. What is the talk, Bhante? yeah, we'll have a talk.
You'll figure it out.
So there'll be a talk and meditation. Afterwards.
Is it on luck? St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
So maybe it's
It is
luck.
how to
luck.
face the 8 worldly white winds.
Okay. Facing the 8 worldly winds.
Oh, great.
Yeah, facing the eight kind of worldly winds. So if you want to know what are those winds, you have to come on Sunday. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and thank you those who join our YouTube. Really appreciate your participation, your commitment. I look forward to see you on Sunday and other events. Yeah, thank you. Good night. Good night, everyone. Please come to have blessing string. If you like to have blessing string.
Bye-bye.